In August 2005, Hurricane Katrina ravaged New Orleans, exposing not just the physical devastation, but also the deep cracks in the American dream. As families struggled to survive, a different kind of storm brewed, one of corporate opportunism and exploitation. Immediately following the hurricane, a notorious group of contractors, Bechtel, Halliburton, Blackwater, descended on the city. These companies, already infamous for their work in war-torn Iraq and Afghanistan, had a singular vision to profit from disaster at home. Naomi Klein, in her groundbreaking book, The Shock Doctrine, argues that crises are opportunities for corporations to push through radical free market policies. This exploitation isn't just global, it's deeply personal, affecting millions of everyday Americans. For many Americans, the dream of a secure, prosperous life has become a nightmare. More than 8 million are forced to work 2 or more jobs just to make ends meet. They aren't just fighting against an economic system, they're battling a structure designed to keep them struggling. After Katrina, these contractors raked in a staggering $3.4 billion through no-bid contracts, often providing subpar services. This misallocation of funds didn't just harm disaster recovery, it drained resources from crucial public services, pushing the burden onto the most vulnerable.
I thought we'd be taken care of, but it felt like the corporations were the ones rebuilding, while we were left to fend for ourselves.
Klein draws parallels with other disasters, such as the Grenfell Tower fire, highlighting a systemic disdain for the poor. When disasters strike, the vulnerable are often the first to suffer and the last to receive aid. And it's not just disasters that highlight this inequality. More than 20 million Americans are forced to donate blood for money, a stark indicator of the desperate measures people take just to survive in a system that seems to ignore their struggles. Pause. Behind closed doors, countless Americans are making unimaginable sacrifices just to get by. Meet John, a 34-year-old father of 2, who shares his story. John, I never thought I'd be here, sitting in a donation center, giving away my blood plasma just to make ends meet. Twice a week, I come here, because it's the only way I can keep food on the table for my kids. Every donation takes a toll on my body, leaving me feeling drained and weak. But what choice do I have? The bills don't stop coming, and my job just doesn't pay enough. I've tried everything, working extra hours, picking up side gigs, but it's never enough. The worst part is, I know I'm not alone. There are so many of us, struggling quietly, hoping for a break that never seems to come. Pause threes. John's story is a haunting reminder of the lengths people go to in a system that has failed them, highlighting the severe inequality that exists beyond disasters. The reality is that the American dream has been hijacked. Corporations wield immense power, often prioritizing profits over people. The result? A society where ordinary citizens are treated as collateral damage. As wealth concentrates in the hands of a few, the promise of upward mobility fades. The American dream, once a beacon of hope, now feels like a mirage, distant and unreachable for so many. But it's not all doom and gloom. Klein emphasizes the power of grassroots movements and community solidarity. Naomi Klein, people are starting to recognize their collective strength, pushing back against the corporate takeover of their lives. The fight for the true American dream is far from over. Before the time passes to reclaim this narrative, to demand a system that prioritizes people over profits, people need to understand that the system stopped working for them long ago. The idea of a prosperous America founded on principles of freedom, equality, etc., as the Founding Fathers envisioned, has ceased to exist. To reclaim it, the system needs to change, and the power to change lies in our hands. Join the conversation, share your stories, and help us envision a future where the American dream is alive for everyone. If you've enjoyed this video, please take time to like, subscribe, and let's stand together in this fight. Thank you for watching, and until our next adventure, stay well, stay safe, and be informed.